Yo, what is going on, everybody? Shri Kanase here. So, how this store does $500,000 and more every single month. Now, a lot of people actually don't believe that e-commerce stores can actually achieve such results, and this store actually defies a lot of odds simply because, in my opinion, this store should not even be making this much amount of money per month. And there are several reasons why, which I'm going to be going over in the video. But $500,000 and more, 7 figures even per month, is a very doable thing with e-commerce stores. All it really depends on is what kind of strategy you use, what kind of platforms you use for advertising, etc. A lot of people think that it's just luck or it's just some outside factors which help stores like these achieve such results, and that is one main reason why so many people just give up on dropshipping after a few weeks to a few months in. But if you stay consistently at it, if you keep on trying to improve, if you keep on, of course, watching my videos on Google Ads and other advertising platforms, you will start to see results just like these ones. But let's find out exactly what this store is and how they're able to achieve such numbers. There's one little thing you'll have to do in order to kind of boost start your journey towards achieving such results, and that is to just gently tap that like button down below until it turns blue. That's going to greatly help me help you even more by providing such videos like these. So it's going to take just 2 quick seconds. Okay, hopefully I've done that. But how this store does $500,000 and more every single month. Before we actually go into the Google Doc, let's look at the actual store, and the store is twolots.com. Now, before you exit out of this video thinking that this is not a dropshipping store, hear me out. This is definitely not a dropshipping store. However, as a dropshipper, there are a lot of things which you can actually take from this website, and that's what we're going to be going over in this video. But before going into the Google Doc, I want to give you guys an overview of how the store is laid out, because the overall layout of this store is very similar to that of a dropshipping store. So at the top, as you guys can see, they have different categories available. Here, instead of a banner image like most dropshipping stores, they rather have a video available showing the products in action, which is something you can do for your own Shopify store as well. They have a very big sign right here, which basically welcomes us to their website, and they have customer service information right at the top. Now, one big thing you want to understand from all of this is that customer service, especially having a phone number that is visible at the top, is priority to doing 6 figures and 7 figures per month with Shopify. Without this, it becomes extremely difficult to achieve any kinds of results just like these ones. But if you scroll down, they have different categories available right below the banner video, which are basically their best selling categories, and they have very clear images for these categories. Now, a lot of the times Shopify dropshippers don't even bother putting in the time and effort to find high quality images for these categories, and that is where they go wrong, because right below on the home page is where the categories are usually shown. If your categories are not in proper order or they have very low quality images, that is enough to scare a potential customer away. So it is really important that you have the category images in a proper way. But if you scroll down, they have different kinds of featured products with special signs on them that let us know that these products are hot or on sale currently. And then if you scroll down, they have a rewards program available on their website as well, which makes people want to buy more. But as you guys can see, overall, a very professional layout for their website, all the way to the bottom where they have different kinds of links available, and it just gives off a very professional vibe. Now, looking at the product page, which is one of the most important things you want to pay attention to, we can clearly see that on the product page, they also have it a little bit different than a normal dropshipper. So instead of just having the pricing, they have all kinds of different information available. They talk about why their pricing is so low, and they have a warranty sign right here, which is really helpful for the products that they want to sell. But not to worry, if you don't sell industrial products like they do or tools like they do, you can still have some sort of warranty or special guarantees available on your product page, which can make a customer feel at ease wanting to buy from you. And that is exactly what this website does. Now, they don't really have that much in the descriptions because they barely pay much attention to the descriptions. As you guys can see, they just have a numbered list right here for the descriptions. Not something I recommend, especially if you use Google Ads, but this definitely works for them because they're doing such a high amount in sales and have such high traffic every single month. But all the way to the bottom, we can see that it's a very professional layout, even with the reviews. It's not some generic Shopify reviews app, which basically every dropshipper uses. And the most important thing right here is actually their checkout process. So if we go on the right, if we click the add to cart button, we can see that the pop-up comes up, which basically takes us to the view cart and checkout page, But in addition, if we just click the buy now button, we can see that it actually takes us to a one-page checkout instead of like it is on Shopify where you have to go through 3 different checkout pages in order to purchase. This is very professional, and this also helps increase their sales while helping them stand out of the crowd. But all of these things are very important to having this store become a success. And if we look now at a very popular website called similarweb.com to look at all of the stats related to toolots.com, we can see that currently this has a global rank of 57,865 with a US rank of 11,331. That is a really good number to be achieving. Most Shopify store owners don't even come below the 500,000 or 1 million website rank, especially within the United States. So 11,000 is a really good amount. Now, if you look at the traffic, we can see that their lowest month, they had a traffic of around 340,000. In January, it is estimated to be over 1.1 million. Now, if we take into consideration an average conversion rate, we can infer that every visitor gave them basically $1, especially because they sell very pricey products, and this means they did roughly $1.1 million in just the month of January. So that lets you know that this is a very popular website, very high in demand, and is what is working right now. But let's go to our Google Doc now and start off with talking about exactly why shouldn't this website even be successful. Now, you may be looking at me and thinking, what do you even mean by this? Well, there are several reasons why this website should not even be where it is right now. The first reason that there is little to no customer service available on this website. I personally know this because I went ahead and did a test purchase just so I know how good their overall process is and if they really stand by their product or not like they claim that they do. And to my surprise, their customer service was basically non-existent. I had actually wanted to get that product returned back to them. After calling them several times, after chatting with their agents, it took roughly 3 to 4 weeks just to even get a shipping return label from their website. And once that happened, I did go ahead and return the product back to them, but 3 weeks later, and there was no refund back to my account for that purchase. So that just let me know that their customer service is basically non-existent. They really don't care about their customers, and this is very surprising considering the fact that they have 1.1 million visitors for just a single month. But the next thing is slow customer service responses. As I already mentioned, it took a few weeks just to get a reply back from their customer service agent, and I was constantly trying to contact them, constantly getting in touch with their team, even by phone call, but that was not helpful at all, simply because they had no intention of helping me. And this lets you know if they really care about their customers or not, which in this case, they really don't. All they want is to just get that first initial sale and get that revenue from that customer before moving on to the next one. And one thing that really surprised me the most was the horrible reviews that they had, especially on accredited website like the Better Business Bureau website. If we go ahead and look down, we can see that there were a total of 40 reviews available for this website with a total review stars of 1.13 out of 5 stars. If we read down, we can see nothing but complaints for this website. And keep in mind that most normal shoppers will go on Google and will type in the store's name followed by the word review before actually making the decision to purchase. So as we can see, this website has a very, very bad review rate on the Better Business Bureau, and they really don't care about their customers. It's not just one customer, but several different customers. So this is another reason why they shouldn't even be really that successful. But this is also followed by the unprofessional product page that they have. Now, I did mention about how the product page was different from a Shopify dropshipper's normal product page, but that does not mean that it is any better than a normal Shopify dropshipper's product page. As we can see, the number one problem here is there's just too much stuff going on right here, and this is gonna easily confuse a potential customer because the main focus is not really on the price or on the add to cart button, but rather on these small things which are really not that relevant to the funnel. And in this funnel on the product page, the main job of the customer is to go ahead and click the add to cart button or the buy now button so that they can move on down the funnel onto the cart page or the checkout page. So all of this stuff right here really makes it difficult for anybody to really focus on the main stuff, and this makes this not that great of a product page. But another thing, especially looking at the fact that this website is actually run more on Google shopping ads, because we can see that 70% of their traffic does come from search. They did not have high quality descriptions, which means that they are leaving a lot of money on the table and a lot of quality score on the table, because within the description, if you watch my videos, you know that you can put in a lot of search engine optimized keywords within the description to really give a boost in rank for your products and make it rank more towards the front, especially if you do a good job with the SEO techniques. But in addition, they did not have that great of reviews for the products. As you can see, only 4 reviews for a product that costs about $486. So in my opinion, based on my own experience, because I've sold a lot of high ticket products before via Google Ads, the higher the price of the product, the more reviews it should generally have, simply because that makes people want to trust it more before just shelling out $500 on a single product. And of course, if you are a Shopify dropshipper, you can get those reviews from AliExpress. If you're really a real brand like this, it may be difficult, but you can make up for that by doing some other things, such as writing a good description, writing a good search engine optimized title, and so forth, which this website does not do. Plus, the product that I ordered had some quality issues. It was not the best quality product considering the price that I paid for it. So these are all major reasons why this store shouldn't even be successful, yet it continues to be successful. People continue to go on it and people continue to shop on it. So exactly what is the reason why this store is so successful, and how can you implement these things which this store does successfully so you can achieve similar results? Well, let me tell you that it is actually not that difficult to achieve similar results. The first thing you can kind of aim at doing is lowering your prices, especially if you're consistently the highest priced competitor for any product. The main reason why this e-commerce store does so well is because if you look on their website, they actually claim that they get their products directly from the manufacturer and there is no sort of middleman involved, which is why they're able to provide the lowest priced products. And this may be true for the store. However, for you as a dropshipper, you cannot really contact a manufacturer directly, but instead of using AliExpress, which often charges a lot more than what you would find that product for, you can go on eBay or Amazon and try to dropship locally. So even though the eBay or Amazon price may be slightly higher, you're still providing better service and faster shipping. And because of that, your customers may be more likely to think of your store as a higher quality store, which is exactly what this store does. Plus, they also try to aim at providing lower priced products. In addition, they have a very, very heavy ads budget, of course, because they already have a lot of sales coming in every single month from their stores. So if this is not something you can do, don't worry, because there's a few more things which you can do. And the third thing, that is the most important thing, which you can start doing from today, is having higher ticket products. Now with higher ticket products, not only do you get to enjoy higher profit margins, but you also get to deal with lower amount of customers while getting the same amount, or if not more, revenue from those orders. In my experience, what I've noticed is that it takes the same amount of effort to sell a $500 product as it does a $50 product. So why not just go ahead and go for the higher ticket product instead of playing around with the lower or mid ticket product? I've always had more profit margins up to $100, $200, and so forth, and have spent about the same amount of money on ads as I would do for a lower ticket product or a mid ticket product. And this sounds really crazy, but this has been true time and time again. You can watch some of my previous videos where I go over my ads or my products, which showcases this. But next thing you can really do on your website is make the checkout process a little bit easier. Now, personally, I use an app called Inner Cart, which makes it easy for me to just customize the checkout process, go from having a 3-page checkout to a 1-page checkout. If you don't have the budget to download that app, you can try different things with your checkout page. You can contact Shopify support directly to make any kinds of adjustments, which are not too difficult for them to make, and they will be more than happy to make for you. Some of these things include just having a trust badge on the checkout page. But the next thing you can do, especially if you use Google Ads, is to just take care of proper SEO techniques. As you guys saw, this store doing roughly $500,000 or more every single month does not focus on SEO. That means you have a wide space available within the market to come in with proper SEO techniques and just crush this competitor. This is exactly how you take control of the market when you're selling a product and outperform these big brands. A lot of people think that if Amazon or eBay, or in this case 2Lots, is selling a product, you can't come in and you can't sell that same exact product because, well, they're big stores. And that is far from the truth, because these big stores often have leaks within their system. 2Lots here has a leak within its description. It is not a good enough description. It is not search engine optimized. That means you can create a better description and you can rank higher than this website could, despite this website having much higher traffic and much more sales. So this is really an easy technique to crush your competitor, especially if you use Google Ads. But another thing I would like to point out from this store is that they actually have a Q&A section for their products. In 2021 and onwards, I highly recommend you try out something like this, because this is just different than a normal dropshipping website, and this lets you stand out of the crowd while answering a lot of the common questions a lot of these customers may have. But this is the general idea as to how this store is successful right now and will continue to be successful as long as it implements these things. But if you found any type of value in this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.